What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be reacting to Ty's top 10 players in every position, lads. So, he's got his top 10 point guards, top 10 two guards, and so those, well, all the way to centers. And as far as I'm aware, the point guard one definitely was while he was away, so Christmas players were not in that. We'll see anyway, basically. We will see with the likes of the point guard, shooting guards, things like that, which one's which. So before we get on to it, if you guys are new to the channel, first of all, go sub to Ty. Go sub to Ty. A link to the channel will be in the description. And also, let's sub to this channel. We put more MyTEAM content here than anywhere else. And if you guys want to learn about the game mode of MyTEAM, especially if you are someone who doesn't like to spend money on the game, this is the best place for you. So anyway, now let's get on to it. So let's there we go. Let's just start this video.
Point guards really are there though in my team. We're gonna start off with number 10 being Steve Francis, 6'3", 6'6" wingspan. I think he might be lower than 10. I honestly think he might be lower than 10. Hot spots forever above the break. 4 Hall of Famers.
I don't rate him anymore.
3 on silver. Good 3-ball at an 86. Good driving dunk, 96.
Yeah,
92
something about his defense.
92 speed acceleration, 88 lateral quickness. All around, Steve Francis is a good card, especially if you badge him up.
Okay.
If you give him a clamps, you give him chef, those types of badges, stop and pop. He has jump shot, it's 116, which is okay. It's a pretty mediocre release in general. Combine that, shifty dribble style is pretty solid.
I mean, he's okay.
Steve Francis is solid. Now, flip side of things, 6'3", 6'6" wingspan. His player build isn't extremely long.
His player build's tiny. His player build's tiny. That's the big problem.
Steve Francis can just be taken advantage of.
The problem is he can't move laterally anymore.
Just that little bit. I like Steve Francis. I don't mind the card at all. Will I ever play with him?
I liked him when he came out. I love this card when he came out.
He comes in at number 10. At number 9, we're going to plug in limited reward Durant. Now, I'd say the top 10 point guards are pretty balanced up until, number 4, I would say. So you can have Ja as high as number 5, and I won't be mad. 6'3", 6'7" wingspan. Again, hot spots from everywhere above the break. Pretty similar overall card to Steve.
He's better than Steve. I just realized I don't want this video to be an hour long, so I'm just going to go 1.5 times speed on this.
88 3-ball.
Gonna go 1.5 times speed on this.
89 lateral quickness. You can give it.
And I'm a person who watches all my videos on 2 times speed, so this is still kind of slow for me watching on this. But if you are if you're someone who watches this on 2 times speed and you're listening to Ty on 3 times speed, I'm sorry, this is gonna be pretty rough.
Clamps. I mean, very, very similar all-around card to Steve Francis.
I agree.
Maybe a little better at attacking the rim, PG-based, shifty dribble style. It's really preference-based. When I've used Durant, I've just had a little bit more success with him. I feel like his player model just feels a little bit better for me than Steve Francis. The Hall of Fame floor general is just a nice bonus as well. I think a fully badged Durant is better than a fully badged Steve Francis. That's what
I agree. I think Steve Francis. I think Ja's better.
Durant. I'm not going to be the one to tell you you can't. Both of these cards are pretty solid and cards that you can pick up for your squad. Number 8, Steve Nash. Now, if this was a clutch time list, Steve Nash might be number 1. This is just an overall list. More importantly, my team unlimited highlighted. Steve Nash is down here at number 8.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't agree. I get it. You can give goal limitless spot up to Ja, and he's better than Steve Nash. I get it. Nash is half range. I don't even mind Nash. Ja's better than Nash. Stand by that. Ja's better than Nash.
6'3", 6'6" wingspan. Again, hot spots from everywhere above the break. 46 total badges, 10 on Hall of Fame. 94 3-ball, can't dunk, hurts him a little bit. 95 as well, 93 ball, 95 speed, 94 lateral quickness. The interior defense is something I want you guys to look at, though. That's a problem. Again, has, ball stripper, which saves him a little bit. Playmaker-wise, is incredible. I wouldn't say I love him. I like the Steve Nash dribble style, jump shot, 87.
It's just...
So, he's one of these cards.
It's fundamental. It's like fundamental combined with something else. Steve Nash dribble style is fine. It's like the fastest fundamental release in the game.
Cards that I've used in gameplays, I've had success with him. I picked him up when I normally spent. I didn't have as much success with him. I don't know. I've been fried by the Diamond Steve Nash before, so I'm giving this Steve Nash every benefit of the doubt possible.
He's not that good, Ty. He's not that good.
Very solid with it. At number 7, maybe as a surprise, you guys might think he should be a little bit higher, is Damian Lillard. 6'2", 6'7", wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 9 Hall of Famers, 40 on goals.
He has the worst. I don't care that his wingspan says 6'7". He gets fried more than any point guard I've ever used. Give me freaking Emerald Drew Holiday, and he's gonna get fried less than Dame. Dame, I literally just target Dame. No matter if I play against Dame, I target Dame. I run the freaking week 1 2-man game against Dame. I set screens with whoever's being guarded by Dame. I literally I target him. He is this low. I think he's this low. I agree with Ty.
My problem with Dame is similar.
I don't disagree with much of this.
Steve Nash is honestly a little bit taller. On the flip side, Dame's going to have a smoother release. It's really a preference-based question. Dame can dunk the ball a little bit better. I am a little bit higher on Dame compared to Steve Nash. but both of them are just going to get absolutely sizzled.
So am I, but I agree.
Because of that, I don't think
I agree
on Damian Lillard. Still, when I'm looking up and down my list, I don't know if there's one better offensive point guard in the game who is up next. But outside of that, Damian Lillard.
Penny's better.
There's not many things I can say bad.
Iverson?
Offensively. Defensively is another story. On the defensive end of the court,
I see
Damian Lillard and I'm playing against him. Offensively, I'm thinking, okay, let's get Damian Lillard off the court. And I'm thinking the same thing about this Allen Iverson court. As much fun as I had using Allen Iverson,
the one thing that I'm going to give Allen Iverson, and why I'm going to put Allen Iverson over Dame, even though initially I thought Dame was better, I think they're very similar. Dame's a little bit better in offense. Ball stripper. Both of them, if someone tries to expose Iverson, you just spam square and you're going to get some steals. The half ball stripper badge is the only reason Iverson's better, but he is better than Dame. I agree with everything on this list so far.
I cannot physically put it.
He probably has De'Aaron, Penny, John Wall, Payton, and I don't know who he's going to have in his 5. Who he's going to have a 5 or a Magic. That's his top 5. And I think I agree with this fully. But I think with the right badges, Jazz better than De'Aaron. Maybe De'Aaron's a bit too high. I know for a fact he's in his top 5. Ty loves De'Aaron. I don't know. It's a close one. It's a close one. It's a close one between those guys and Iverson.
Put him any higher than number 6. I can't. And I struggle putting him at number 6 because I don't mind. I didn't mind using the card.
He's good. He's actually good.
Can save him from getting mashed that badly, but he's still going to get mashed.
Clamps doesn't. It's the ball stripper.
98 speed, 97 baller, 98 speed acceleration, 98 lateral quickness, mismatch expert, sniper, playmaker wise, incredible, defensively pretty solid as well. He's a card that I feel like people are going to have to get, and we're going to have to see how certain people use Allen Iverson before we can really come into our opinion on Allen Iverson. Like, I can give you guys my opinion on my gameplay, right? I can go and watch my gameplay.
Ty will never use him, but he's good.
My true test would be running Allen Iverson against somebody who is good at the game, somebody who knows how to...
A lot of good players use Iverson.
And somebody knows who had to kind of abuse him on the offensive end of the court, or Allen Iverson's defensive end of the court. Has a 49 interior, not... Badge-wise, he's pretty solid, though.
Spam square. It's the only way you can play defense.
If you Allen Iverson at number 1, I'm not going to blame you. For me, I have him all the way down at number 6. The surprise of the list for you guys is going to be this guy right here, De'Aaron Fox. This is going to be the surprise of the list for a lot of you guys.
I don't disagree. I like De'Aaron.
Morant was number 9 for me. I'm higher on De'Aaron Fox than I am Ja Morant. 84 3-ball, 85 driving, 97 speed ball, 89 ball handle.
I think I'm slightly higher on De'Aaron. I don't know. Like, the off-rip De'Aaron's better, but I think Ja... Badge-wise, maybe Ja's better.
97 speed acceleration, 92 lateral quickness. I know the interior is a little bit slow, so you're like, why do you like him more than Steve Nash? Well,
he moves so well.
De'Aaron Fox. I don't mind his release, quick dribble style. Obviously, is immaculate. Hall of Fame quick first step. He just does a lot of the things that I want my point guard to do really, really well. Obviously, defensively,
I think he's fine. I think he's fine there. I don't agree. I don't disagree too much with him. I think it's fine. That's a fine position for him.
We're seeing a lot of these point guards not defend. So if you want to put Dame and AI over De'Aaron Fox, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with De'Aaron being a 5.
Does a little bit for me with De'Aaron Fox just being a complete point guard. The difference between number 5 on my list and number 4, there is a wide gap. At number 4, I'm plugging in Diamond John Wall. 6'4", 6'9" wingspan.
Magic
helps
Penny
so much. Combine that with just a total of a crazy amount of badges. 57 badges, 93 ball, 95 driving, 96 boot.
John Wall. The more I use Wall, the more I'm like, okay, I can see why people like this card, and I can also see why people hated this card. John Wall is definitely he's on the money so far. He is completely on the money so far. I'm still gonna say Smart does some things better, Wall does some other things better, but like Wall's released, Wall's so chicken. He's so chick. Like Wall is such a good shooter that I like. Man, Wall's so good. If you have like Wall, Smart, Payton, you're sorted, and then you can put in Penny or Magic if you want.
90 ball handle.
25k. You can sort out your
badges in general.
Like you can sort out your point guard position even at the competitive level for 40k. There was a stage when Wall was under 20k and Thing was 10k. Smart, you could sort it for 30k. You could have your point guard position sorted with 2 of the best 5 or 6 players to run there, which is nuts.
Fear John Wall, as far as dudes I play against, more than anybody probably. But I cannot use this John Wall for the life of me. Base dribble style, there's just something about
he just has the one
that I struggle with base dribble.
He literally has the sprint in one direction and then just go the other direction. He has one boost off base dribble style. The boost that everyone can do. And like it's not you could right stick like it's all right. You can right stick burst off it. See left stick burst. Like if you are using base dribble style, honestly, you don't touch your right stick, you literally use left stick. You left stick burst. Or you do the kind of crossover burst the opposite way. Where you cross over your right stick and burst the opposite way. They're the only bursts you can get. Like he still can burst, same as Slasher dribble style, but they're literally the only 2 bursts you can get.
Eventually, I'm going to have to make the adjustment where I get used to base dribble style and start, you know, doing it a little bit better, using it a little bit
Just use your left stick. Don't even try to use your right stick.
Badge-wise, so complete. He's badge.
You have to basically play him like he's 2K20. You just have to get momentum and just keep sprinting forward and just weaving with the left stick. That's the only way to use base dribble style effectively.
Statistically better than my number 1. I mean, it's just that simple. You can compare him to my number 1. John Wall is better, but not for me.
Yeah, it's because Payton. It's probably Payton.
Number 4. This is the toughest guy I had to rank. Magic Johnson.
Switch everything defense. Magic Johnson deserves top 3 just for that reason alone. You can literally, you put Magic Johnson on the floor point guard, you check your defense, switch everything, and then use it to corner, and your team won't score.
When Magic Johnson's card first got released, I was so high on it. I mean, you look at the card up and down at 6'9", you're thinking, wow, this card is going to be nearly...
He's a niche player, but that niche is makes
honestly, defensively, he might be the best defensive point guard in the game. He might, because he's 6'9". But his, I don't know if it's his dribble style, it's got to be, which makes him run so slowly up the court. It's rough. Man.
It's not his dribble style. Magic Johnson has a really good dribble style because of how he gets out of dribble moves. Magic Johnson just has really bad running animations, and 2K have done it for years. I'm pretty sure they give Magic Johnson a signature running animation, and it gives him minus 20 speed. At the end of the day, the speed stat only matters for... The speed stat is the biggest lie in my team. Running animations are everything. Like last year, people had the stutter run. Magic Johnson couldn't even run last year. He ran sideways. Running animations are like the whole thing in this game. Speed, when a player has the ball in their hands, they get their signature running animations. And even without it, it's the reason why, if we remember, Karl Anthony Towns and Hakeem Olajuwon felt super, super slow in 2K20, and we didn't realize why. Running animations are one of the most important things in the game that people have kind of neglected. And the worst part is that it's very difficult to find because, again, we don't break down 2KDB. I'm going to get onto 2KDB, guys, to see if he knows more about it and see if we can get running animations put onto that website. Because that's going to be a huge thing. Because speed stat doesn't matter. Like, Magic Johnson has 75 speed. I'm putting it out there. I don't know what he's like without the ball, but he's 75 speed. But 75 speed's even good enough because you're switching everything, and he's good laterally.
I've played against Magic Johnson, and if you full court press Magic Johnson, he is sitting there stunned because he jogs up the court. And I don't want to call him a liability because he does do a lot of...
He is a liability on offense.
Part of his game is a liability. Because he's 6'9", I'm still...
Use him as a center.
Maybe people will eventually...
I'm not even kidding. Use him as a screen-setting center. He is a center. Play him on offense like he's a center, and that's the best way you can use Magic. Shouldn't touch the ball.
I just haven't figured
Magic should never touch the ball.
He's 6'9", he jogs around the court everywhere, and because of that, I'm still higher on Badge out Penny Hardaway.
Penny's way better than Magic.
Over a month ago by the time you're watching this video is better than a new Magic Johnson. That's crazy to me. I never thought when I saw Magic stats and badges that I would be higher on Penny Hardaway.
Penny's way better than Magic.
6'7", 6'10" wingspan. I like Magic's release more. Magic has a good dribble style.
Magic's release or Penny's?
85 driving dunk. He's just a complete player. The real only difference is that Magic 6'9" doesn't move as well. Penny 6'7" moves better. It's really the only difference, as well as Penny doesn't get clamps, which hurts his value maybe a little bit. No hyperdrive.
Play him with the 3, clamps doesn't matter.
I still think he's a top
or
guard
the 3.
Penny Hardaway was your favorite point guard before this last content drop. If you were higher on Penny than my number 1 or then Magic Johnson and John Wall, still run Penny Hardaway. There's no reason to change. There's nothing that came out that should
Payton number 1
MT for a very mediocre mid Magic Johnson card. Am I being biased against Magic Johnson? Maybe.
The only player is he probably is Stephen Curry at number 4 behind Wall. Number 5. Stephen Curry at number 5 I think is the only change that I think he's going to make since then, because I don't think there's been any point guards. Steph Curry came out. I think he's the only point guard really that's come out the last, unless he wants to put freaking Dave Bing in, which obviously he doesn't. Wade's a 2 guard. Westbrook maybe scraping into the top 10 at number 10, but yeah.
The way I move with Magic, I'm
cool with that. Gary Payton number 1
coming in at number 1.
I'm cool with it. Payton's that dude. Payton is that dude. I'm completely cool with that. I don't disagree with any of these. Obviously, Steph Curry is going to have to be somewhere, but Steph Curry wasn't out by the time we recorded this. I don't mind this. I want to see what cards came out with these ones. So we've got 2 guards, small forwards. Just make sure all these are in cinema mode. There we go. As you guys can see, I do binge speed running content from my recommended. So let's look at the 2 guards here. So it'll be interesting to see where he puts J Rich, because I think he stinks. 2 guards. Luka has to be somewhere, but this came out 30th of December, so Luka won't be there. And in terms of his the season cards, there's no 2 guards. So yeah, none of them belong. So we're not going to see Luka. I'll say where I would put Luka and where I put Buddy Hield. More so than anything.
Good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another question. Jaylen Brown. Now, to me, it was either Jaylen Brown or Sweet Sammy Jones. It's close. These cards, I mean, are pretty close.
Neither of them are Joe Caldwell or
Jaylen Brown is overall the more complete. 89 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 84.
Neither of them are Caldwell, Buddy, or Luka. Those three guys would be there. Those three guys.
The problem with this Jaylen,
I think Caldwell, Luka, Buddy, three of those guys would be on the list right now if this list was made today.
Brown card is this, right? Here's the problem, okay? No hot zone hunter, no Deadeye, no chef. And he can't get them, okay? Another problem too, Jaylen Brown, is just the lack of quick first step on the base card and the fact that, you know, he can't get a lot of these badges. He's pretty solid. Give me handles for days.
He's chick, though.
Notice him be a lot better. Jump shot 75 is a release that I'm higher on than a lot of people.
He's chick.
That not the worst. I just never was that high on Jaylen Brown, and I'm still not to this day. The
card is home, but he's good.
No, he's a solid card in my team. Just was never one of my personal favorites. Another card that's not one of my personal favorites is why they're way down here on the list is Ray Allen. As far as
yeah, maybe Caldwell doesn't make the list. Maybe Ray Allen's better than Caldwell. Buddy and yeah, Luka's better than Ray Allen. Luka's better than Ray Allen.
A pure sharpshooter.
Like Ray Allen gets goal range. I forgot it. Actually, no, screw it. Caldwell's better than Ray Allen. No, Caldwell's better than Ray Allen. What am I talking about?
Not many better shooters in my team than Ray Allen. But
doesn't even get half range.
The shooting kind of thing. What else does Ray really give you? 6'5", 6'8" wingspan. He gives you a lot of badges. 99 3-ball, 90 speed, decent enough interior, good lateral quickness, 90 driving dunk, good playmaker.
Give him a 99 3-ball and then give him off range.
You can give him handles for days, ankle breaker, defensively, he's good enough. Ray Allen base. The problem is this slasher dribble style. I mean, again, if you want Ray Allen to be,
he can't move.
You probably want him to have a better dribble style, considering, you know, we got guys.
He literally just catch and shoots. That's all he does.
Have quicker, shiftier, at least fundamental. Ray Allen has none of that. Really, what he gives you is a 3. I can't even say a D guy. Just a really good shooter is what Ray Allen gives you. Decent.
He's like a modern day Allen Houston.
And it's crazy to me that a purple card, an amethyst Eddie Jones, to me, is a better overall card than Ray Allen. I mean,
of course he is.
Statistically speaking, it shouldn't even be close. Like, Ray Allen should blow him out. But here's what
I'm sorry, but only certain things matter in my team. Like, it's always been the case. Like, I can guarantee you that there are Ruby cards that are better than some pink diamonds. Marcus Smart is better than Allen Houston. Like, Marcus Smart probably should be on this list. I'm not even going to lie. Marcus Smart's better than Ray Allen. Like, Marcus Smart should be on this list. I'm putting that out there right now. Marcus Smart should be on this list. If he's not going to make the point guard list, he should be on this list. Also, I don't know what I'm talking about. Two guards. Freaking Wade's probably number 3 on this list. Wade, New Year's resolution. Caldwell probably doesn't make the list. Wade 1,000,000% makes the list. Buddy Hield makes it, and Luka probably makes it.
Eddie Jones better on the defense than the court. Dribbling wise, neither.
Eddie Jones is so good.
I'm going to give you about the same. I like Eddie Jones' release.
So good. He's so good at defense. He can dunk and shoot, and has all the key passes and goal. He's fine.
What I do think is Eddie Jones makes up for, you know, maybe the lack of shooting on the defensive end and gives you more than Ray Allen. A little bit taller, a little bit better player build.
Way better than Ray Allen.
Is just absolutely terrific. Whether you like Ray Allen or Eddie Jones, I don't think you can go wrong either way. What I would say is Eddie Jones is a lot better for his specific value.
Ray Allen's way better. Or no, Eddie Jones way better.
Another card I'm just a little bit higher on than maybe like the likes of Sam Jones is Clyde the Glide. Now, Clyde is a card that on next
you got to badge him up though.
A lot better than on current shit. Jump shot 5. 87 3-ball, 98 driving, 88 speed, 86 motor, 94 speed, 90.
He's so chick.
The problem I have with Clyde is he has 6 Hall of Fame badges.
So chick.
5 of them are finishing. If you know anything about me, you know that I despise finishing badges. I absolutely despise them.
They don't matter that
much. Worst thing in the world. But again, on the flip side of that, I mean, he has a lot of other stuff. You know, playmaking wise is good enough. Shooting wise has a really good release, good enough. 3-ball, jump shot 5. Base dribble style is obviously not ideal. Clyde's fine though. You love Clyde. He's a top 5.
I like Clyde. I like Clyde. I don't disagree.
He's just not for me. Now, the top 6 gets really interesting, and we're gonna start.
I still think off rip Joe Caldwell's better than Clyde. But like Dr. J is better than Caldwell. So I wonder what players you put in. Dr. J is also better than Luka. So I don't even know if Luka would make his updated list, honestly.
Julius Erving, in my opinion, is way better than Clyde Drexler.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's that next level good. 6'6", 6'11", wingspan, hot spots from everywhere.
You're putting Jay Rich somewhere higher. I'm sorry, you put Jay Rich. Jay Rich is nowhere even close to this guy.
There's not anything I can say bad about Julius.
How is Jay Rich better than Dr. J?
I can say that I'm like, dang. I just don't like this Julius.
Explain to me how Jay Rich is better in any way than Dr. J.
No ankle breaker. You're gonna have to badge him up, give him the hot zone under those types of things. But when you fully badge him out, again,
you're gonna put Jay Rich over Dr. J. What are we doing?
I can't argue that. It's just really our preference when it gets to the top 6. At number 5, I'm plugging in Mike Red.
You're gonna put Jay Rich over Michael Red? Oh my God! What the hell is going on here? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Wade doesn't even make this freaking list if Jason Richardson is ahead of Michael Red. And And Julius Erving.
Very similar card to Dr. J. Michael Red's going to shoot the ball just a tad bit better and not be able to slash.
Red's better on defense.
I like Michael Red's release a little bit more. Dr. J just might have a little bit better defense. Maybe they're about the same. Very similar cards. I mean, when you compare the cards side by side,
Dr. J doesn't come in an intercepting.
It says Dr. J is plus 138. Okay, standing dunks plus 45. Passing vision, passing IQ. Instant stats that really don't matter too much to me. So I think the cards are very close. Yes, you got the bat. You got the.
They're both better than freaking Jay Rich.
Dr. J is slasher. I think these cards are super close.
I hope Ty is high on Jay Rich, but they're both better than Jay Rich.
You want to say Dr. J is better than Michael Red? I'm not going to be the one to argue with you. What I will argue is that James Harden is better than both of them.
I'm not even going to... I think both of them are better than Harden. I'm not going to argue. I think it's a debate. Both of them are better than Harden. I think it's a very close one. Maybe Harden's better. Actually, no. You know, I'll give you that. But why the hell is Jason Richardson ahead of James Harden? Please. Because I know Ty keeps saying Jason Richardson's good. He is. He's not as good as these last three guys.
I might be in the lonesome by saying this, but I just love what James Harden brings to the table.
He moves well. I don't disagree.
Every single player that we've seen so far, Jalen Brown, Ray Allen, Eddie Jones, Clyde, Dr. J, Mike Red, none of those 7 guys, 6 guys, I don't know, 7 guys, I think, can really make that well. 6 guys. None of those guys can make that well.
I don't
James
disagree.
Harden, he can make extremely well. Has a good release. James Harden dribble style, which is basically just fundamental. Defensively, going to do enough for you. Has every playmaking badge you can ask for. Shooting wise, again, has limitless chef.
2 guy positions stacked.
When Amethyst James Harden came out, he was glitched. I thought, the diamond wouldn't be that good on defense. They made him solid enough on the defensive end of the court. James Harden, I think for sure, is a top 4 shooting guard in my team. Now, on current gen, I think James Harden is better than Jason Richardson. Or on current gen, I think Jason Richardson is better.
Okay, I thought for a second you were going to argue this guy is better on next gen. This guy's not even as good as Eddie Jones on next gen.
Better than James Harden. On next gen, I think James Harden has a massive advantage over J Rich. But I think what J Rich does on current gen just can't be over like 93 ball.
Wait. You're going crazy about J Rich on current gen, but like almost all of his Hall of Fame badges are in finishing. J Rich is just freaking Clyde with half quick for a step. He's literally just a half quick for a step Clyde with a worse release.
98 driving dunk, 88 speed, 86 495 speed acceleration, 90 lateral quickness, Hall of Fame catch, shoot quick first step. Pogo stick, finishing wise, very incredible as well. You give him chef, you badge him up fully on the defensive end of the court. I don't know if there's many better shooting guards in the game on current gen. Jump shot 31 on current gen is a release that I am absolutely in love with. The power dribble style is something that I like, that I'm not that high on, right? The power dribble style is just like everybody else on this list outside of the top guys. Not gonna make that many plays with J Rich. He's gonna be knocked down, has a Hall of Fame quick first step. People sleeping on J Rich because he's the unlimited reward, but if he came out in packs, I mean, people would like this card.
No, they wouldn't. The only reason people are high on this card is because he's the unlimited reward. If this card came out in packs, nobody would use him. He'd just be Clyde Drexler. No one would use him if he came out in packs. The only reason people use him is because he's free. And even still, most people that have J Rich don't even use J Rich because it's most people need a team which contains better players than J Rich to get J Rich. Clay and Kobe 1 and 2, I guess.
Top 2 has a big advantage. I mean, we go basically 3 through 6 in their category, 7 through 10 in their category. Our top 2.
Yeah, Clay and Kobe, they're the 2 best by a mile. I would personally, I put Buddy Hield at number 3. No, sorry. Personally, Buddy Hield. I prefer Buddy Hield to Wade. If Wade's a point guard. If I'm running at the 2, I'd rather Buddy Hield. Obviously, Wade's better at the point guard. So I'll go 3/4 Buddy. If I'm going to remake this list now, it would be 1 Kobe, 2 Clyde. 100%. He's on the money with that. Then I would go Hield, Wade in whatever order as your 3 and 4. Then I go Harden at 5. 6, 7, I go Red, Dr. J. 8, I'd go maybe J Rich at 8. 9, Clyde Drexler. 9, Marcus Smart. 10, Joe Caldwell. That's my team. And then with Eddie Jones probably is Eddie Jones as my honorable mention. That would be my 10. I mean, I don't even mind most of them. That's a strange face to pause on. But I don't mind most of this list, honestly. Now we're at small forwards. So let's see.
At number 10 with a diamond. Maybe our only diamond on... No, we got another diamond on this list. But we're going to start off with the diamond.
10?
6'8". 7-foot wingspan. The one thing I like about Wiggins is that he does have shooting guard eligibility.
10?
Makes him even better. Total badges, looks at like 45 total badges. Hotspots from the top, the key left hash as well as right corner. 84 3-ball, 90 driving, 99 driving dunk, 86 3-ball ball handle, 93 speed acceleration, 90 lateral quickness. Wiggins just all around a really good player. The problem is all 5 of his badges are finishing, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I wish he had, some more shooting, playmaking types of badges. Another problem with him is, he needs badges, like hand is for days. He needs intimidator. You could use rim protector on the card. Still needs those shooting badges. Card is by no means perfect, but he is 6'8" at the 2.
He's so freaking good.
Jump shot 22 is smoothly slash.
10 so low.
This might be the best Andrew Wiggins we see all year long.
10 so low.
The majority of the reason he's good is because he is 6'8" and can play the 2. Coming in at number 9 on my list is the Payton.
Okay, maybe 10's correct. You know what? Maybe 10's correct. If Gerald Wallace is 9, small forward position must be that top heavy. Because I made that tier list yesterday, and I was like, this position is ass. Maybe he's just that top heavy. Okay, you know what? If Gerald Wallace is 9, I do believe he's slight. Like I would take Wiggins over Wallace, but I'm not going to argue that. Okay, maybe my reaction was not justified there.
Gerald Wallace, card that if you got earlier on this year was extremely good. Now he's just okay. 6'7", 6'10" wingspan again. Total of what? 41 base badges isn't bad. 85 3-ball, 90 driving dunk, 83 sport, 86 pointer, 89 speed. Just a little better defensively than Andrew Wiggins. All 5 of his Hall of Fame badges are 7, but 5 of them are in the defense category, which pick dodging ties that are intimidator and compressors are all super important. Combine that, with has quick first step, has a very good release similar to Wiggins. Both have good releases. Jump shot 4 is easy enough screen slash dribble style. Gerald Wallace is extremely good, guys. The only thing is is he a little outdated? I don't know if outdated is the word. It's just a lot of people have gotten better. Gerald Wallace has just kind of stayed pretty steady. Not that he's bad. He just isn't that next level good anymore. Number 8, we're gonna plug in a newer card here in Scotty Pippen, 6'8", 7-foot wingspan. Scotty is similar to the guys we've looked at, but again, if you compare him to Andrew Wiggins, just gonna be a little better on the defense.
I love Scotty Pippen. I'd have Scotty probably like 5 or 6. I'm guessing the guys that are above Scotty are Jordan, Kawhi, Jimmy. I can't even remember. I put 2 more in, but yeah, I don't disagree. There's nothing too much to disagree with here. I prefer Scotty to most people.
96 lateral quickness, 95 perimeter. Really good defensive badges, including the menace, clams, defense, leader, ties, defender for on-ball defenders with exactly what you want. Give him rim protector, hand is for days, limitless spot up. Sniper, you're looking at an absolutely incredible card. The only 2 things you can't love is the base dribble style. That's kind of a letdown. And then again, if you aren't the biggest jump shot 30 fan, I do think jump shot 30 on next gen is you can handle it. It's not necessarily.
It's fine on next gen. It's actually the best year 30's ever been. It's actually fine this year.
I don't know if you would notice it that much. But Scotty Pippen,
it's complete. Like it's actually fine.
Position. At number 7, we're gonna plug in the season 1 level 40 reward, Carmelo Anthony. I still run Carmelo Anthony to this day. Not because I think he's a top 2 small forward in the game, though. 6'8", 7-foot wingspan, hotspots from everywhere. Here's the thing for my Melo, okay? Mine is completely badged up. I've upgraded some of his defensive stats to make it even better. So my Melo is just a little bit better.
I prefer Scotty to Melo, but I'm not going to hold that against Ty. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with Melo over Scotty. I prefer Scotty to Melo. Melo is better in some way, in a lot of ways.
General 93, 3-ball, 85 driving dunk, 84 speed ball, 91 pointer, 90 speed, 83 lateral quickness. The hidden stats I think are the rebounding, right? Decent enough rebounding. You fully badge him up on defense. He's got everything else. I mean, the dude's got every shooting badge in the game, which might not seem like the biggest deal, but here's the thing for Melo. He's not going to miss a shot. You will not miss a shot if it's wide open with Carmelo Anthony, even if you do not green it. He is going to knock down basically.
No, yeah, Melo's not missing.
Combine that,
ever.
Decent release. I'm not the biggest fan of his release. I think it's decent on current gen. Does step in for that long.
So chicken on next gen. Melo's release is so freaking good on next gen. It's one of the best.
Quite a bit slash dribble style is okay.
I wait to see it on quick.
I mean, we're actually due for a new one. He's a card that for his time was extremely good. It's just there's guys that are passing him up now.
Yeah, I agree.
Number 6, a card that I don't really know how to feel about is Tracy McGrady.
I'd have Myron 6.
I don't know how to feel about him. It's not like he's bad. I don't want you guys to sit here and say, oh, T-Mac's not good. I don't know how to feel about him. I think he's obviously better at the shooting guard position. I think he's a little bit better than Andrew Wiggins. But I personally am not the biggest Trey Burke fan on normal timing. I don't know what it is.
I love it. I love Trey Burke.
When use that against me, everybody greens everything. But I use it. I shoot so many slightly earlys. It is crazy.
I love Trey Burke release, so I can't say. And I just love that release.
90 speed, 86 lateral quickness. You can give him clamps. He can be a very good defender. Give him handles for days. The dude's got really everything he needs. You're not going to hear me talk bad about T-Mac because I think the card is all around solid. I just am not the best with T-Mac. I don't think he's necessarily next level good. I think he's pretty similar to Andrew Wiggins on exactly what he's going to give you. Yes, T-Mac might shoot the ball better. Wiggins might be a little better on defense. I think it's really close when you do compare the 2 cards. Here's where I think we have a pretty big gap. Between T-Mac at the 3 and Paul George at the 3, I think there is a pretty big gap. I'll take Paul George. Crazy me that Paul George.
You're going PG over T-Mac. That's a bold move. That's a bold move. I'm not even sure Paul George is better than Gerald Wallace. I'm not going to lie. I'm not high on Paul George.
like 50,000 MT right now. 6'9", 6'11 wingspan.
He's such good value though. If you want PG, this is a great time to get him.
2 bronze, which means the dude has 60 base badges, 91 3-ball, 95 driving, 87 football, 85 ball, 90 speed, 93 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame catch shoot, volume shooter, ankle brace, and ball stripper. 2 Hall of Fame finishing badges as well. You look at the guard, you're looking for badges he's missing, or what is the dude missing in general? Not much. He's got everything you could probably want out of him. Every important badge, Paul George had. The only thing I'm not the biggest fan of is his release, but easy enough to green. It's a card I'm probably going to pick up for my squad very soon. The more the time goes on, the higher I get on Paul George. I mean, a card that came out nearly 2 months ago now, but
he's fine.
Higher and higher on Paul
He's
George.
Fine. I just wouldn't put him ahead of.
Cracking our top 4 here, starting it off with Pink Diamond, Jimmy Butler. Who is better than Paul George or Jimmy Butler? I take Paul George, but since Jimmy Butler has that shooting guard eligibility, I think I put him a little bit higher. 6'7", 6'8 wingspan, decent hotspots, 9 on the famous 33 on gold, 2 on silver, 2 on bronze. Jimmy, base badges, 46. Paul George, 60. That's the big difference for me. Yes, Jimmy defensively is better, but the problem is he's missing a lot of badges. Ankle breaker, handles for days, hyperdrive, some defensive badges you might want to.
Can't get range.
Hot zone hunter, dead eye, chef, like. Just some extra badges that Paul George does have. But what I do like about Jimmy, obviously the defensive badges are absolutely incredible. If I was a big Jimmy Butler fan, I would unquestionably run this card. Just don't really love Jimmy in real life, as most of you guys do know. I don't necessarily love the Jump Shot 22 release, especially with his upper, but Jimmy's fine. Not a card.
Kawhi, LeBron, 1-2.
At number 4. Number 3, we are going to plug in
Kevin Durant, Kawhi, LeBron. Yeah, the no-brainers, 1, 2, 3.
Diamond, Kevin Durant. 6'9", 7'4 wingspan, hot spots.
I wish he was 6'10".
Total badges, you're looking right at that 44 mark. I do believe 93, 3-ball, 85, driving deck, 87, 2-ball, 86.0, 90 speed, 87 lateral quickness. An underrated part about this Kevin Durant is when badged up, how good he will defend. I mean, good lateral quickness, really good length at the 3.
Yeah.
Obviously, shooting, we know what he gets into. No chef hurts the guard.
Yeah, he can guard a 3, no question.
Underrated. 6'9", really long, really lengthy. This Kevin Durant's not the best KD we'll see.
The only thing with this Kevin Durant is that you kind of have to have a defensive point guard with him. You can't really run with T-Mac because one of them has to guard the small forward.
Keep getting KDs as the year goes on. Before his time, this KD obviously is really good. If you have the Max KD, I mean, they're basically identical cards. At number 2, Michael as a surprise, we're plugging in LeBron.
No, LeBron 2, Kawhi 1.
Hotspots from ever outside.
I agree.
56 total badges.
I agree.
By Leonard. Play shooting. Yeah. Rim protect.
I agree with most of them. And new players that came out, we didn't get a small forward. Yeah, Winslow's not making top 10. We can get a small forward the other day. And now we're on to power forwards.
In scroll. Starting off our list at number 10. You guys might want him higher, and that's fine. You guys might not want him on the list, that's fine. I'm putting him at number 10 as Jonathan Isaac. 6'11", 7'2 wingspan.
January 3rd, this was
31 base badges.
New Year's resolution, we're already out at this stage.
His height and wingspan. I mean, I don't want to compare him to Giannis, but I mean, he really is lengthy out there, has a smooth release, 84 3-ball solid. Problem is, you can't give him sniper. Playmaker-wise, I mean, he's okay, not great. Defensively, I mean, you can give him the rim, make him even better. He's going to be way better on defense than he is on offense. Offensively, should just be stand there and shoot the ball, honestly, for Jonathan Isaac. But all around, I think he's a top 10 power forward in the game. If you don't agree with that, if you want to plug in a guy like this instead, this would be my number 11. I would have Nicholas Batum at number 11. I think right now, Jonathan Isaac,
I don't know what I clicked, but
it just gives you a little bit more.
Nah, Jonathan Isaac is not as good as Nick Batum. I'm sorry, Jonathan Isaac is not nearly as good as Nick Batum.
Nicholas Batum does, and that is why I have him just a little ahead of him. Coming in at number 9, you're gonna plug in this guy right here in Tim Duncan. 6'11", 7'2 wingspan.
I kind of want to see a boozer in there.
Is pretty solid. Not like Tim Duncan at center more than power forward. But the thing I like about Tim Duncan is he's got 9 Hall of Fame badges.
I think Isaac. I just don't think Isaac's top 10. Like I think Kuz is better than Isaac. I think Batum's better than Isaac. I don't think Isaac's top 10 right now.
7 of them are in the defensive kind of category. Defensively, he's the top big in the game. Might even be a top 3 or 4 big in the game at that center position. 81 speed might hurt him a little bit, but just all around really good defense. 76 3-ball with the right badges and a release that is easy to green. Feels more like low 80s.
And neck is just tightening up right now.
This is probably the best Tim Duncan card we see all year long. And he never really was that high. But for a card that came out a month ago, he should have been. Tim Duncan was and still.
He's not bad. He's like worse KG though.
Option that I consider a very, very solid option is this card right here in
Diamond. Yeah, I agree.
7'1" wingspan. Card that might not be thought of as that type of solid option anymore, but look at the defense. I mean, here's kind of what I'll say. He's a mini Draymond Green. He really is. Outside of just a little worse 3-ball, might not have as good a playmaking ability.
Better on defense though.
As was a great player build, the Draymond Green release. He comes with shifty dribble style though. So I mean, with Draymond,
yeah, but no one's dribbling with him.
With the quick first step, he can even get handles for days. You give him handles for days, some shooting badges. Paul Silas is really good at.
You're not really gonna use shifty that much with him.
Depending on where you want to play it. A guy like just a tad bit more than Paul Silas is Diamond Andre Kirilenko.
Yeah, I don't disagree with any of these.
From both quarters. Well, there was 27 on gold, 6 on silver, 83 ball, 67 driving, 86 ball.
The Isaac is a little bit gas in him, but
the thing I like about
I don't dislike this list.
I mean, I could go over all of his offense and everything he's gonna give you. What he's gonna give you is a really immaculate release and a high enough 3-ball, as was the ability to get sniped. That's what he's gonna give you. Defense though, you give him rebound chase or you give him box, as was put quick first step on the card. Looking at maybe one of the top 5 or so on-ball defenders in all of 2K. AK is absolutely incredible. I like playing him at that small forward position still to this day. Card that I ran in the second 250K qualifier. Kind of gonna go in a different approach here with the pink diamond Cliff Robinson here at number 6. 6'10", 7'1" wingspan. This is my first card. I was like, okay, this card is a must-have card. Okay, 6'10", 7'1" wingspan and hotspots from both corners. Look at the card defensively that might.
Do we both have the same top 5s?
2K. When I say that,
do we have the exact same top 5? I'm gonna look at my tier list now and see what my top 5 is. So my tier list, my top 5 will be Draymond. I know he's gonna have Giannis number 1, Well, my top 5 would be Draymond 5, Dolph 4, Kevin Garnett 3, Giannis 2, Rudy Gay 1. When they're all at their best, Kevin Garnett sells me, so I'm so iffy on him. But at his best, Kevin Garnett is number 3, if not number 2. Rudy Gay would be number 1, Giannis 2. I'm guessing his 5 is probably Draymond, Dolph, Rudy Gay, Kevin Garnett, Giannis. We still have the same 5 players.
Has every guy who won the game. But on the flip side, offensively, he's not very good. When I say that, I mean that, okay? Finishing-wise is okay. He can handle the ball, has fundamental dribble style, but the set shot 3 is a release that I don't know if I can get.
I like set shot 3. I'm standing by that. I like that release.
He steps in all the time, and it's just a release that drives me nuts. When
not on next gen, though.
I've used Cliff Robinson. I didn't mind the card, but I do.
I'm using on current. I will say that. I haven't used that release on current.
Just a random jump shot 29 release. He might be the best card in the game. That's how good he would be. A guy I prefer to Cliff Robinson is this card right here in Draymond Green. 6'7", 7'1" wingspan.
I don't disagree. Draymond's so good.
Is the interior type of stuff. So interior defense might just be a little bit better. Paul Silas is the perimeter defender is a little bit better. Draymond shooting wise gonna be a little bit better. Paul Silas playmaking wise is a little bit better. Really just depends. I think Draymond Green is the more complete player. That's why I have him at number 5. Draymond Green's a card I use on both current and next gen right now on the road to 250K. The card is super cheap, and I've had success with him. I felt no need to replace it. I mean, he has absolutely held it down against the likes of Giannis, against the likes of LeBron. Throw Draymond right in that category. He is a top 5 power forward. I have no doubt in my mind. A card that I think is again on that kind of same level as Draymond.
Better shooter in my opinion.
Is Dog Shays. 6'8", 7'1" wingspan. Dog is gonna shoot the ball better than Draymond. It's just the way it is. Yeah, and when it comes down to it, he has a Hall of Fame catch shooter, special set shooter. I personally think maybe a little bit better of a release. Draymond's release is smooth. Dog might be a little bit quicker. Dre's gonna be a little bit better on defense though. So I mean, it really just depends on what you want. I've had a lot of success with Draymond recently, and so I'm running Draymond over Dog. Plus the price difference. What you gotta love about Dog Shays is the jump shot 38 on quick. That release is really
such a good shot. He's so chicken.
Defensively, pretty solid. Not great for.
He's so chicken.
Solid, can handle the ball. Just another one of those power forwards, right? Throw him with the likes of a Paul Silas, Draymond Green guy, undersized power forward, but or undersized center that you can play. But power forward position, I do think he is absolutely elite. Coming in at number 3, this one is really hard for me. It's really extremely hard. But Rudy,
I am guessing right.
Again, he might be at number 1. But the problem is I play Rudy. Here, you can listen. Hear me out. The power forward.
Rudy, you're saying current gen he might be number 1. Rudy guy's probably number 1 on next gen. Rudy's so good.
I play Rudy as my starting small forward. The guy we're going to see at number 1 is my starting power forward. The guy we're going to see at number 2 is my starting center. So it's tough because all 3 of these guys are going to start for me. So really it's me ranking these cards and how good they are. And I think Rudy comes in at number 3. I love the card. I think on current gen, especially with his release. Oh my goodness, it's elite. It's just tough.
He plays Giannis as center?
Silver hotspots from 3 out of 5 places. 86 95 driving a good play. He
plays Giannis as center and KG a power forward?
Got the Rudy release on normal time, which is elite, quick dribble style, and insanely good, especially if you give me.
It's weird.
Rudy's one of those cards. I know he can't get limited spot up, but outside of that, I'm in love with the card. He is my ideal small forward. A lot of people like Ty, you want to lock the small forward. Who needs a lock when I got Gary at the 1 and Kobe at the 2? Just let Rudy play off ball, let him play length, and I will be just fine. I promise you that. At number 2, I'm going to plug in Kevin Garnett. Again, the top 3 is not one I even wanted to break down because, like I said, they all start for me. 6'11", 7'2" wingspan. The one thing I don't necessarily love about KG, and it's not necessarily the worst thing, is that he only gets 43 base values. I mean, even 77, okay, 78 to release.
Kevin Garnett, Giannis. I don't like Giannis.
Nike is the largest sports company in the world by.
I stand by that. I don't like Giannis. And okay, that's my YouTube home screen. We're gone into random company videos right there. You guys got to see a look into the YouTube recommended of one Mick Curley. You guys got to see some speed running videos, some random WWE videos, and yeah, you got to have a look in right there into the recommended of one Mick Curley. Okay, centers 10
about
shot.
all he can do. Yes, he has a really, really, really good player, but we can't forget, guys, he can't shoot the ball, and he lacks a lot of edges. I mean, he doesn't even have.
I don't know what I feel on Shaq.
First step doesn't have a lot of these finishing gadgets that you might want as well, like fast switch. He lacks quite a bit. He only has a base total of 35 badges, which is not great. I'm telling you guys right now, there's probably gonna be a time in this 2K in which Shaquille O'Neal is the best center in the game. That time is not now. Coming in at number 10. A guy like more than Shaq that does a lot of the same things as RB.
Shaq will never be the best center in the game because Shaq has 17 stamina. He gets Gatorade symbol after 2 minutes because of the large player build.
376 wingspan, good hotspots. Here's the really big difference, though. Shaq's gonna be way better on defense, gonna be way faster. Sabonis is gonna be able to shoot the ball. That's your difference with the Shaq and Sabonis. Okay, that is your difference. So it's really a kind of choice thing. I think I personally prefer Sabonis just that little bit more, just because he can play.
Sabonis is better.
Bullet, Hall of Fame catch and shoot. I like his release, and he's just a pick and pop big. I need a pick and pop big. Some of you guys out there, if you guys can kind of cheese around the screen,
Sabonis is better.
I need that pick and pop big. I personally do. That's why I'm a big.
He's just better.
You like Shaq over Sabonis? That's cool. I'm not gonna.
Sorry, I'm tired. It's like 1 a.m.
A little bit. A guy I prefer to Sabonis that might surprise you is the Kevin Garnett 7'2", 7'6".
What? I don't actually mind Dikembe, but what?
Why do I like him more than Sabonis? You guys might ask. Well, I don't really have an answer.
It's January.
The answer that I can say is I've just had more success with Dikembe Mutombo. I don't know if it's just because he has better interior, maybe a better block rating than Sabonis, maybe he just gets better animation.
Yeah, but you've had more success probably in freaking September.
I don't know exactly what it is around the rim. But the Kevin Mitchell, as far as a rim protector, even without any Hall of Fame badges, is one of the top out there. Now, especially if you give him this duo, then you're looking at the best interior, rim protector in the game. Some about a 7-2 player build that he feels larger as far as.
Then why would you ever use Eric Snow?
I can't wait to get another Dikembe that can shoot the ball. He might be my pick because honestly, set shot 17. Well, it's not the best release in the game. I don't mind it. I really don't mind it at all. Coming in at number 7 is a guy I really didn't know where to put in Kevin McHale. 6'10", 7'11" wingspan, 8 Hall of Fame.
Fine with that.
7 between silver and bronze. Here's the thing, McHale is just kind of a jack of all trades. He can do everything. I mean, he really can. I can give him limitless, can give him sniper. The problem is this McHale does not have the Trae Young base. This McHale has the set shot 3, which I struggle a little bit with. So in turn, probably a lot of you guys are going to struggle with as well. Okay, depending on the interior is pretty solid. But remember, he's only 6'10". Again, McHale, if he does get an upgraded release, is probably going to have a really good card if he can eventually play that primary power forward position, because I think that's where he'd be better at. Just this McHale is just not quite that next level good in my opinion.
No, this McHale is
number
okay.
6, we're going to plug in a Diamond Bill Russell. 6'10", 7'4" wingspan, 5 Hall of Famers, 32 on gold with.
Okay, don't disagree.
What can Bill not do? The only thing that Bill might struggle with is the fact that he's 6'10". You might get matched a little bit with Bill, but as far as defending on the
set shot 17 is bad.
As far as shooting wise, if he has time, absolutely. His set shot 17. I personally don't think it's as smooth as the Dikembe's, but it is a really good release. And you guys
so slow. It's just so slow.
There's really no flaws with Bill Russell. You give him the ball stripper, you apply some more shooting badges. You're looking at probably the best budget big in the game when I say that, a card that you can get for under 50,000 MT, which in my opinion is just absolutely ridiculous. Bill Russell is more complete than any of the centers that we've seen so far in this list. That's why he's at number 6. Number 5, a guy I prefer just to Bill Russell because his release is Dave Count. 6.
Okay, what? I'm just guessing. 1's probably going to be D-Rob. Counts at 6. Let's see what centers there are in the game. Boogie's left. Like, so, Andre Drummond didn't make the list. Okay, so Boogie, Hakeem. Did Gasol not make the list? I thought Gasol was going to come in here at number 5. When I saw Counts, I'm like, okay. So who didn't make the list? There's Boogie. This is 5. There's Boogie, Hakeem, Gasol, Mikan, and D-Rob, which I think Gasol didn't. I don't. I love Gasol. I think he should make the list, but I'm cool with Gasol not making the list. I think he should. I think he should be around. I think he would be my number 5 center, but look, if you want to argue that Bill Russell's better than Gasol and Shaq's better than Gasol, okay, fair enough.
6'9", 7-foot wingspan, again, hot spots from everywhere inside. 9 out of 18 on gold, only 27 base badges. What I do like is all the defensive badges he's going to have. What he's going to lack is kind of the finishing around the rim with some of the mouse in the house, posterizer, rise up badges. Shooting wise, you give him sniper, limitless, catch and shoot, as was putting, the finishing him off defensively. He can play a perfect center position. You guys remember the pink diamond counts we saw last year? Basically what this count is, outside of the fact that jump shot 1 is a lot smoother this year. 78 ball feels like low 80s, 80
Yeah, but nobody used pink diamond counts after like November last year.
82 speed, really, really good defense player. I like him more than Bill Russell, mainly because of that release. If Bill Russell had jump shot 1, Bill
Counts
Russell is
good.
probably a top 3 center on this list. At number 4, a card I'm necessarily not the highest on in the pink diamond Marcus Gasol, but I respect it. Okay,
no
not
Boogie.
The highest on Marcus Gasol, you guys know that, but I respect it. 6 Hall of Famers, 37 on gold, 3 on silver, 7'1", 7'4" wingspan, can shoot it, really good interior defender. The thing I like about Marcus Gasol is he can shoot and he can defend. The problem with him is the set shot 18 and he's kind of slow. 76 speed is pretty slow, but I mean, with what he can do with intimidator, post lockdown rim, and just being bullet passer, catch, shoot, corner specialist, I think he can make up for it. If Marcus Gasol is your second favorite center in the game, I'm not going to argue with you because of what he.
No, Boogie's interesting.
Attribute wise, badge wise, he has whatever it takes to be a top center in the game. And there's just something about Marcus Gasol, I think it's really that speed rating. It just feels on the slower side of things. If you give Marcus Gasol a diamond speed shoot with a coach, you can get it to an 85. Maybe we're talking about a top 2 center in the game. I still just do not like the Marcus Gasol release. Number 3, DeMarcus Cousins. 6'10", 7'5" wingspan.
What? Hakeem D-Rob. Hakeem D-Rob are 1 and 2. What? Where's Mikan? I need to look at these comments. Please tell me he forgot him. If he literally says George Mikan's not on the list. He replied 7 through 10. Okay, let's look at the database here. Let's look at the database and let's compare George Mikan to DeMarcus Cousins. Let's compare George Mikan to Boogie Cousins. So, Mikan, slightly better stats-wise. Mikan is faster. Mikan shoots despite the -7 and 3 ball, Mikan shoots the 3 ball better. Mikan is better on defense than DeMarcus Cousins. Mikan does not. He has a shorter wingspan, but he does not have the wide player build, no stamina issue. Badges-wise, yes, he has 6 less hoffs. Catch and shoot, again, all the extra shooting badges DeMarcus Cousins have does not change the fact that George Mikan shoots the ball better than DeMarcus Cousins. I think even the biggest fan of DeMarcus Cousins in game will tell you George Mikan shoots the ball better. Post-spin technician, okay. Unstrippable is a pretty good badge. Box is pretty decent. You get defensive leader though on George Mikan. So badges wise, yeah, you got more. Quick first steps are pretty good one to have on Boogie. I mean, you badge up George Mikan. he becomes way better. He becomes better. And in my opinion, Mikan is just significantly better in game than DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus is fine. Like, I would have, my top 5 would be D-Rob, Hakeem. Sorry, D-Rob, Hakeem or Mikan. D-Rob, Hakeem or Mikan. Like, I love George Mikan. I think D-Rob for most people is the number 1. And I understand that just because of what he does overall. D-Rob's number 1. I think Hakeem and Mikan do kind of different things. But I've been looking at competitive most people for Hakeem. So I'm going to put Hakeem at number 2. I'm going to have Mikan at 3. I'm going to have Buggy at 4. I'm going to have probably Marcus Gasol at number 5. But there are some power forwards I've thrown over Marcus Gasol, if I'm being completely honest. But yeah, so that is the video. Mikan at 7 to 10. Man, I was cool. I was cool with him forgetting Mikan. Like, if he had not been on the list, I forgot him. But 7 through 10, you're literally saying George Mikan is the same standard as freaking week 1 Dikembe. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. That is the video. That centers one. I probably got annoyed by like one player on every list. Like Jay Rich for the 2 guards. Can't remember for the small forwards. Power forwards, Jonathan Isaac probably shouldn't have been in the top 10. And in centers, Mikan definitely should be top 5. So that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.